Hello guys, this is Will from Duckin' as well. Today we are going to be making some jalapeno and habanero and banana pepper rolls. So enjoy. We're making the rolls right now, getting all the grass out of the rolls. Yes, or we're not done yet, obviously. Hopefully we're not done yet. That's a really bad job. So it's the next day, and I've learned something. It's almost impossible to get all the grass out of the bed. Some of it's gone away after last night. I'm not sure how, but that's just what happens, I guess. Let me get some other stuff out of here. What's this? This is a beetle husk or shell. Let's get some more stuff out of here. I'm thinking about making compost today, because I hear peppers need the compost. Half an inch of compost when they're buried. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, got one bed done. Very proud of myself. I'll try to form the next bed. We've made the next bed, as you can see. Next up, I think we're gonna start working on tilling this, because it should take a few days to make all of these rows. Or no, I'm sure it will take less than that. Probably today and tomorrow combined. But I want to till it that way the dirt doesn't become, how do you say, so the dirt doesn't become hard. Then I can't make rows out of it. How we tilled this was with a tiller, a really old tiller, definitely older than me. And you can also use a hoe like this one. So that's what I'm just gonna use the hoe. I don't feel like getting the tiller out. Here we go. You want to trying to make it brown, because I'm guessing the brown is the wetter dirt, and therefore the less hard. So there we go. Just gonna keep doing this, and I'll update you on it. We've got all of this tilled, and we're about to make mounds out of the rest of it. Wish me luck. Ow! Whoa. So as you can see, we have some roots in our pepper bed right here. You might not want to plant them too close to trees, but if you do, then you might want to make sure you have a plan that puts the rows, or the taller part of the rows, over the root. I don't think that would affect a pepper plant, but we'll figure it out. Well guys, we just went out into the woods. If you live in a place with pines or any kind of trees in the forest, usually there'll be gigantic clumps of them, or at least large. Here's our compost pile. Thinking about adding some green leaves into there in a little bit. Here, I wrote some notes on compost. One second, let me get them out. One second. There we go. Got notes. Here we go. So if you're making your compost instead of getting it out in the woods, you're gonna need green stuff and brown stuff. Basically green stuff is green and brown stuff is brown. Simple as that. So some of the stuff we got here, hopefully you can see that: eggshells, chicken manure, fruit, kitchen scraps, just not meat, grass trimmings, weeds, and those are all green. And if you're making your compost, it's best for you to have 2/3 of that. And then you have the brown. You need twice as much green as you do brown. Something about the chemical processes. The brown is fall leaves, pine needle, sawdust, paper, dryer lint, and cardboard. find it very neat. You can use dryer linen as compost, or in compost. You can also use pure cotton clothes. I wouldn't, but you can. Also, I have measurements how much green to brown you need if you're making your compost. You got 2 to 1 in a ratio. 2 out of 3 of it needs to be green if you're making it, and 66% of it needs to be green if you're making it again. Now, got some tomatoes in mine here. I'm gonna add some green into this compost pile in a few minutes, and maybe some paper, cardboard, and everything else you can add in. Hopefully, I hear it takes about 2 months, or a month to 6 months, depending on what season it is, to compost things. And this bunch of pile of pine needles, leaves, and dirt, and a few weeds under all of that, it should compost in a few months. We'll check back up on it in a few months. So I'm gonna go get some green stuff to put in and rip it up like this. If you have a shredder, that would also work, I hear. Just shred it. A little bit tinier pieces, I guess. I got a whole bunch of it. Now let's put all of this over here. Now say you got something like this, a toaster pastry box. Now, scissors. You can use scissors on all of this, or most of it at least. See, you just want to keep ripping it up until it's good. Don't worry, even after we rip it up, we're going to take some steps just to make sure that it's decomposes. Cardboard, heavy cardboard, thick cardboard, unlike the toaster pastry box. Rip it up, good sized bits. Oh, that'll be good. But if you're gonna put ripped up meal in here, you need to make sure you don't put the plastic see-through part of the meal in here. Make sure you cut that out or something, because that isn't gonna decompose. And nor should you put styrofoam egg cartons, because that's all that stuff styrofoam is inflated plastic. I read last night when I was researching all this, and then before that as well. So now we got our weeds and stuff to put over there. We're gonna dig a hole, or move some of it to the side, then put this in there, and then I'll show you what else we need to do. So let's get our hoe. Maybe go to the bottom. That's what I'll do. I'll go to the bottom. See, I got some other stuff I should show you in a few days. Do that next week. How about that? Y'all are probably bored of composting already. I have a whole segment to it. Okay. First off, we'll get the paper. Just throw it in there. Now it'll be a few months before it's composted. We might want to dig it, bury it a little bit deeper. Make sure none of it pokes out. That's the difference between composting, giving back to Mother Nature, and littering. Just making sure it's all in there. I'm gonna pick up every little piece. No exceptions. No exceptions. Pick all that up. Is that every bit of it? That's every bit of it. We're gonna put that under there because that's gonna take about 2 months to decompose. So we have our compost. I'm very proud of it. I think tomorrow, or I'll tell y'all what we're gonna do tomorrow. Make a surprise. See, got all these beds now. 3 more than yesterday. I think the reason the one from yesterday took me so long was I was trying to figure out the perfect way to do it. And tomorrow I'm going to detail these a little bit more and make them better. As you can see, I also did some irrigation things. Because we have some there in my family's garden. Not mine specifically. This is all mine specifically peppers. But in theirs, they have a whole bunch of flooding in the onions. Over there, it's in the grass a little bit, not in the tilled part, but mostly in the grass. You can see a whole bunch of onions, and they right here area floods every time it rains almost. So I've made some canal, I guess. So I don't want my peppers getting flooded. Then I will detail that tomorrow. I guess we will. Maybe today. Hope I'm not going to clean up any of the leaves and stuff out of there. Or try to. I'm going to get the wood and put it in that bucket. But other than that, I'm not going to do anything. Because I'm no use doing anything if it's all gone tomorrow. Like this one was. This video really has gone on for a long time now, guys. I think I'm going to stop it here and then make a part 2. Week 1 part 2 and then or week 1 part 1 then a week 1 part 2. Because I didn't know we'd have this much to record. I thought it was just going to be 3 minutes a day. It turns out 5 minutes a day. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the video. See you in the part 2. Have a good one.